Phillips Exeter Academy, a private academy located in the town of Exeter, New Hampshire. The school was founded in 1781, and students all over the world are wanting to attend this school, with different cultures and ethnicities clashing with one another. This begs the question that our team wanted to solve. Who are these people, and why they come here?
Hello, my name is SJ and I'm from Singapore.
Háblame, my name is Christian Saito, I'm from Caracas, Venezuela.
Yaute, I'm Damon Lee from Flagstaff, Arizona, and I'm part of the Navajo tribe.
Assalamu alaikum, اسمي ريما, I'm from Saudi Arabia.
Hola, soy Gonzalo y soy de España. I'm Gonzalo and I'm from Spain.
สวัสดีค่ะ หนูชื่อ Karina นะคะ and I'm from Thailand.
Hej, jag heter Alexander och jag är från Sverige.
Hi, السلام عليكم. مرحبا, أنا اسمي نور. I'm from Syria.
السلام عليكم, اسمي ناصر, أنا من الكويت. Cześć, nazywam się Alex i pochodzę z Polski.
你好, 我名字叫 Arthur. I'm from Malaysia.
Привитание. I'm Alex Kalenchits. I'm from Belarus.
Assalamu alaikum, mera naam Sidra hai and I'm Pakistani.
Wagwan. My name is Shaquille Brown and I'm from Kingston, Jamaica.
What made you come to Exeter?
I wanted to experience an education in America, and that's why I have chosen the best boarding school in America.
The diversity that you get here, it's very, I would say, fun, and at the same time you learn a lot from others. And also my older brother came and the experience changed his life, and I want to know why.
I've been to the Northwestern summer program for the past 6 years, and this year I wanted something new, so we tried Exeter.
Just to experience college life, pretty much, and to try out new things and meet new people. Meet new people is the majority. It's like, I just wanted to explore a bit and find new things, and yeah.
What made you come to Exeter?
My family suggested to come to Exeter and I was like, okay.
I came to Exeter because my sister came here, because my parents told me to come, and because I wanted to learn about different subjects, SAT prep, advanced biology, and also do some sports, some tennis. And they say this place is very good, and it is.
What made you come to Exeter?
The Harkness method.
What made you come to Exeter?
I think the diverse culture and the new experiences, and I've never been to like a boarding kind of situation, so it was really interesting to see.
I came to Exeter to improve my language and to study more about American culture because I moved to America before 1 year and a half.
My sister told me it was a great opportunity to meet new people from different places because Exeter is so diverse. What made you come to Exeter?
I guess the diverse cultures and just to gain some knowledge.
Well, my school in Kuwait only contains Kuwaitis, so I don't have a big perspective on people around the world. So hopefully when I go to the US, I'll be able to learn people's perspective from around the world if I'm in Exeter.
What brought you to Exeter?
So, some of you might not know this, but I came to Exeter 8 years ago as a 9th grade student. And what brought me to Exeter was the opportunities that Exeter presented. I could have done a lot of these things in my home country, Jamaica, but at Exeter, I wouldn't have to pay an exorbitant amount of money to try new sports or new activities. And so Exeter was a community where I could find challenging academics and a plethora of extracurricular activities and sports and clubs, and a community of students who thought the way I thought and shared similar values about learning and about advancing ourselves academically. And so for me, it was a community of opportunity to find people like me and to try new things that I didn't have available to me before.
What are some unique aspects about your culture?
I guess Polish people are kind, outgoing, and sometimes loud.
Well, my culture, we value our family a lot, especially in Ramadan, where after Futur, we get together with our families every day, and that's very heartwarming.
Malaysia is made up of 3 races, Indian, Chinese, and Malay, so we are very diverse in races.
What are some unique aspects about your culture?
I love Thai food. I love Thai festivals like Songkran or Log at Home. We have amazing festivals and religion and amazing delicious food.
We are quite the antisocial people from some perspectives, at the same time as we are very organized.
Unique aspect of my culture is when all the family gets together after Ramadan to celebrate Eid, and it's like all the family comes and they give away like candies. It's called Gargaan, and like the whole family comes together. Your grandparents, your uncles, your aunts, cousins.
Some traditions like we do is we every morning we pray to the east with corn pollen, and then we also perform ceremonies for like educational, or if people are sick in these houses, like in a house, like in a octagon called the hogan, or in like kind of like a big tent called a teepee, and we perform those ceremonies all night from 8 to I think like just 12 hours of the ceremony.
I think being Pakistani, we have really good food, but besides the food, our outfits, what we wear are really unique, and like the dances that we do are really cool. What are some unique aspects about your culture?
We have rich traditions. They are even ancient. They came from paganism times, even before Christian times, and we have different kinds of these traditions among the whole country. It depends on regions. We have ceremonies, we have singing, we have even different kinds of Belarusian language among the whole country.
Actually, my Syrian culture different for American culture, because we have the important things, the families, communication, and American culture. I feel like they don't have very communication with families, and they like a lot of people stay alone after 18.
I'd say the people, Jamaicans, are one of the most unique aspects of my culture. So our motto is out of many one people, because Jamaica is made up of, while the majority of our population is consisted of descendants of African slaves, there is another subset of our population that are descendants of migrants who came as indentured laborers or volunteer migrants in the past 200 years. And so we have a multitude of races and different ethnicities and cultural backgrounds that have all come to Jamaica in the past 200 to 400 years and have all brought their cultural values with them. And then uniquely, we've mixed it all and made it into what we call a Jamaican culture. And so it's very multicultural, what we define to be Jamaican. And I think that's a very unique thing about my country and my people.
What's one major tradition you still practice?
My favorite traditional is Ramadan. This Ramadan we faced 30 days, and it's making communication more with families, and because it's favorite because we feel for poor people.
During Christmas dinner, we do not eat meat.
Songkran, which is a festival in Thailand, is actually a tradition. It's Thai New Year, and it's always every April. And what you do is we have a water festival where we play with, celebrate the element of water and play with water and splash it on each other and have a lot of fun.
A major tradition my family still practices is receiving ceremonies. We still do that in teepees and all that, and I recently got a blessing myself too.
What is one major tradition you still practice?
I would have to say I go every Sunday to eat Chinese food with my family.
One major tradition we still practice in Sweden is Midsommar, and it's basically a bunch of people dancing around a big tree singing songs.
What's one major event that impacted your home country?
One major event that impacted my whole country is the World Cup, where Sweden made it to the 8th part final, I think.
Recently, last year, we hosted the 2017 SEA Games, and it brought the whole country together as we supported our country.
One major event that continues to impact my home country are the Olympic Games that are held every 4 years. So the last one was 2 years ago, and my country still celebrates the victories that we achieved at the Olympic Games. Sports is one thing that unites my people as a whole, and so the Olympic Games still impacts us, and in 2 years when we have another game, it will continue to impact us because we care about sports that much.
What's one major event that impacted your home country recently?
Actually, when I see I'm from Syria, people just thinking civil war for Syria. But for me, when I see I'm from Syria, I feel like I'm so proud. I feel like everything beautiful in Syria, family, children, food, history, art, everything.
What's one major event that impacted your home country recently?
We have, I will speak about two events. One of them is good, one of them is bad. The event that happened 30 years ago to our country and some other countries in our region was Chernobyl catastrophe. It affected our country a lot because Belarus took the largest part of the pollution for its territory, because the pollution cloud, it moved directly to the territory of Belarus. And a pleasant event which happened to our country some years ago was that our writer from Belarus, Svetlana Alexievich, she won the Nobel Prize in Literature, and that is one of a few Nobel Prizes that were won among the whole post-Soviet territory. So we're very proud of her, and there are even some books in the Exeter library by Svetlana Alexievich.
I think that the war between India and Pakistan over there's a place between India and Pakistan called Kashmir, and there has been a long-going war between, whose area that is, that's still going on. So I think that's one thing that really impacted our country.
One major catastrophe that happened was a river that runs through the Navajo Nation was recently polluted, and that river is called San Juan. And it was, like I said, polluted by a mining company in Colorado that wasn't properly shut down. And uranium was leaked into the river, which led to our people not being able to crop for years to come because of the river being polluted.
What's your country most famous for?
I think Thailand's most famous for tourism, the beaches, the mountains, the food like pad thai, tom yum goong.
What's your country famous for?
Well, Kuwait is famous for its well manners and also the heat, but other than that, actually our Emir, who's the leader of Kuwait, won a trophy about being a very humane leader and a very well-mannered leader.
What's your country famous for?
We are famous for our food because we have food from 3 races, Indian, Chinese and Malay, so I like Indian, Chinese, Malay food.
I think my country is most famous for athletes and their music. So I think most people, no matter how little they know about Jamaica, they've at least heard of Bob Marley or Usain Bolt. And so I do think sports and music are 2 areas that my country is most famous for internationally.
What's your country famous for?
We are famous for our Swedish meatballs.
I guess two things my country is famous for is the food, the pierogi, and Robert Lewandowski, the football player.
So I think that Belarus is famous for its nature. We have a lot of forests and rivers that weren't sometimes touched even, or there wasn't any intervention by people. So just wild forests, and that's not like an equator region, that's region of Western Europe. So I think that nature is the thing that I'm proud of.
Hey guys, we just got done finishing the video. Thank you for watching, we really appreciate it. And here's Sidra.
Flyers together. Our event was a major success. Thank you guys all for coming out to our movie screening with the pizza.